أنت الحبيب المصطفى أنت الأمين يا خير خلق الله خير المرسلين
إنما يخشى الله من عباده العلماء.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد. So we continue with the Seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and we talked about the end of the Battle of Khandaq, and we talked about the mercy of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam dealing with the prisoners and those that were the war criminals who committed acts of war crimes by attacking Madinah at a time when there was only women and elderly there. We talked about Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam even freeing many of those that were warriors, armed, who had committed acts of treason and war crimes. But any time Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam could find a reason to free people and to let them be, and those people that didn't take part in the fighting, those that didn't engage in treason and war crimes, all of them were let go. Looking at this mercy of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we talked about Rayhana and her becoming Muslim. Rayhana was from the tribe that was fighting Islam. She was from Banu Nadir. Some of the ulama, as we discussed, they said from Banu Quraish. But as Ibn Kathir and others have given the precedence, she was from Banu Nadir. And Banu Nadir, they betrayed a treaty and they were fighting. But even then, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam proposed to her. And she didn't accept the proposal until she felt that she was ready. And she became a Muslimah on her own. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't pressure her. She became a Muslimah on her own. And she accepted the marriage proposal when she felt she could fulfill the rights of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and she became one of the Ummahat al-Mu'mineen, one of our mothers. We talked about Sa'd ibn Mu'adh al-Ansari radiyallahu anhu, the great Sahabi, the one that at his death, the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it shook. By the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to show the greatness of this man, Sa'd ibn Mu'adh radiyallahu anhu. Now, we get to a chapter where now Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam has to deal with all those that were behind the war crimes. See, there's different types of criminals. There may be one who's actually out there committing the crime. But there are others who are financiers, who are pushing, who are pulling those strings, who are causing those problems. And those are the people many times behind the scenes. And many times they are worse than those that even are in the front. You know, subhanAllah, when we look at most wars, in most wars, most of the soldiers, they really aren't the ones that start the wars. They're just obeying orders. But there are politicians in expensive suits, sitting in big towers, behind the scenes, making decisions, and they are the ones that are causing the deaths of millions of people. And this is what we forget. Many times, if we look at many of the different wars, let's look at World War II. Let's leave Islam out of it. Even if we look at a war that had nothing to do with Muslims, there were Germans and French and the alliance on one side. You have the United States and Britain and the French, and then you have the other side. You have the Germans and the Italians. And you look at this war, and it was power hungry, rich, Caucasian, Christian men that were running the war. But those poor soldiers, they were just obeying orders, whether they were on the German side or on the French side. Well, French didn't really fight much, but or if they're on the British side or any other side, they were just obeying orders. So here Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam now wants to deal with those people that caused these problems. And one of them, as mentioned in Sahih al-Bukhari, and this is a report in the Tarikh al-Kabir of al-Tabrani, and Ibn Ishaq, Ibn Hisham and others have also reported it. And the fact that Sahih al-Bukhari is enough for us to know the authenticity of this narration. This is Abu Rafi'. Abu Rafi' was a Yahudi. from Khaybar, and he was known as the Tajir of Hijaz. He was so rich that in all of Hijaz, he was known as the great businessman of Hijaz. According to many of the ulama of Tariq, his name was Abdullah. But what seems to be stronger and mentioned in more of the books of Tariq is his name was Salam, bil shadda ala lam, Salam. And he was known as Salam ibn Abi Huqayq. Ibn Abi Huqayq. He is famous by Ibn Abi Huqayq, as mentioned in Al-Bukhari. He was the one who financed a lot of the Ahzab. When you look at the Battle of Khandaq, he was the financer behind it. And he is the one that instigated a lot of it. And he is the one that put a lot of the hatred in the hearts of many of the tribes to go and fight Islam. Even though he wasn't on the ground with his sword there, but he is the one who caused most of the fitna that came from different tribes. Was him joining with others like Huwayy ibn Akhtab, we talked about him, and others going and instigating. And this man is the one that paid for many of the soldiers and many of the platoons that were going, he financed them. So here Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he sends a delegation after him to capture or kill this war criminal. And from them is Abdullah ibn Atiq. Atiq, we look at a famous name. If we look at Ibn Atiq in the books of Tariq, and what is authentically proven is his first name was Abdullah. With him were 5 men. One of them is Abdullah ibn Unais, and the other was Abu Qatada, famous Sahaba radiallahu anhu. And they were from the Khazraj tribe. And they volunteered for this mission. Why? First thing, because all of us should try to be ahead of each other in good. You know, subhanallah, today we compete with each other in dunya. Like if you have an iPhone 7, the next person wants to have an iPhone 8, even if it's not out yet. If somebody has an 8, somebody wants to have a 9. They want to compete. Who's got the better phone? If somebody has a Lexus, the other person wants, I don't know, a Bentley, whatever's more expensive. If somebody has a 2-story house, you want to build a 3-story house. You know, everybody's competing. But the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, they wanted to compete in the akhirah. They wanted to compete in good deeds. If one gave sadaqah, like Umar bin Khattab gave sadaqah, Abu Bakr radiallahu wanted to give more. If Abu Bakr radiallahu gave, Umar radiallahu wanted to give more. For the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not for show. And here, Aus had been taking the lead amongst the Ansar. And we've been talking about the tribe of Aus and all the good that they did, and all the great Sahaba from Aus that have been doing all this good. So Khazraj wanted to get good deeds as well. They didn't care about dunya, but they wanted to compete for the akhirah. So these men from the Khazraj tribe, they asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam to give them permission. He said, you know, Aus, they're the ones that killed Ka'ab ibn Ashraf. Ka'ab ibn Ashraf, we talked about him, the evil man. And Aus tribe, they're the ones that killed him. So they said, we as Khazraj, we also want to get reward in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So for this war criminal, allow us. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam gave them permission. Abdullah ibn Atiq, he narrates the hadith. It's very interesting, and this is all sahih. In this hadith, he says, I went to where Abu Rafi' would live. And Abu Rafi' was very rich. He didn't live just out with the people. You know, sometimes the rich, they think that if they're behind big tall walls in big buildings, death's not going to come to them. But when death is written for you, wallahi, nothing can stop it. So Abu Rafi', he built a tower, right? A castle. And his castle wasn't just a house. It was an enclosed town. His castle was such that inside many other people lived. Guards and servants and cooks and whatever he needed, they all lived inside. And what they would do is they would open the gate in the daytime for people to go out and do business and buy and sell and do whatever. And then when evening came, when it started to get dark, they would close the gates so that nobody could come in or out. And it was such a well-fortified fortress that it was impossible to storm it. And here we only have 5 men. We only have 5 men against hundreds of people that he has at his service. So here Abu Rafi', one of his guards, he's closing the gate, and here Abdullah bin Atiq, he says, he starts to think, what should I do? So he didn't try to go in, he didn't try to jump the wall. What he do? He sat on the side where the entrance was, as if he's doing qada al-hajj. Like he's just, on the side. And he's not doing anything, he's just sitting there. And he's not trying to get in. So that guard thinks that this man is one of our people and he's delaying me. What's he doing? It's a very amazing, tactful psychological warfare here. He's not trying to say, oh, let me come in, because then they'll be like, who are you? What's your name? Where do you live? And it's getting dark, so they can't really see him. But they see this man with his back turned sitting. So he tells them, Ya Abdullah. In the Arab today, like if you don't know somebody's name, Ya Muhammad. In some parts of Saudi, Ya Abu Ali. Ya Abu Ali. But as we see earlier, it would be Ya Abdullah. So here, he tells them, Ya Abdullah, Yani, what are you doing? Either come in, or if you're not from here, go out. So Abdullah bin Atiq, what does he do? He has a shawl. The big, call him sadar, shawl. He takes his shawl, he wraps it around himself, and he quietly just goes in, doesn't say anything. And now, because the guard is the one that told him, either come in or go, he can't question him because he's the one that told him. So the guard thinks he's one of the people who works here. They're not worried about one guy coming from somewhere. They're like, many hundreds of people that live inside and work inside. He's one of them. He tells them, go inside. So Abdullah ibn Atiq, he goes in. And here the guard, he closes the gate and he locks it. And he puts the keys for everything on a nail. He has a nail on the wall, he puts it. And now, because this is inside a guarded fortress with guards and weapons and everything, and there's no army, there's nobody, he's not worried about it. He just puts the keys and he goes. So Abdullah ibn Atiq, he says, what happens is Abu Rafi' comes and everybody there gets together. And what do? They have entertainment. Subhanallah. May Allah forgive us all. Many of us, when we are not dedicated towards ilm or towards ibadah or towards bettering ourselves, then what happens? Everything just entertainment. That's all we're worried about. Allah forgive us. And this is their way too. They won't worry about qiyam al-layl or dars or reading a book or benefiting. So what did they want? Every night they would get together, they would have entertainment, they would have singing and dancing and storytelling, and they would entertain till late night. So now Abdullah ibn Atiq, he's sitting there during this whole time. And he's not saying anything, he's just quiet. And they're singing and dancing and telling stories and reading poems, and he's sitting there. Until now, everybody is going to bed. Everybody's going to their own houses. So he starts to follow Abu Rafi'. And he sees Abu Rafi' go into an enclosed area. And he sees the keys that open that area. And when he goes in, he remembers the keys that are on the nail. He takes them, he opens the door, he goes in. And Abu Rafi' didn't just sleep in a room. His house was so guarded, it was a room inside a room inside a room inside a room, so you would have to go through 3 levels of getting to him. But because it's pitch black dark and only the guards have the keys and they're not worried because they're inside, nobody cares. And he has the keys, he got those keys. So he goes in and he gets into the room where Abu Rafi' is. And Abu Rafi' is there, but it's pitch black. And subhanAllah, Islam teaches us that you cannot harm innocent people. So he said, I couldn't see where he was. And I didn't want to just start, moving my sword around. Maybe I would hit somebody else, maybe a wife or a child. And Islam takes care of the rights of everybody. Those that are innocent cannot be harmed. And he says, also it's pitch black, how would I know where he is? And if I try to do something like this, then maybe he will become aware of me and he will hide from me. So what does he do? He calls out to Abu Rafi'. He goes, Ya Abu Rafi'. He calls out to him. So Abu Rafi', he's sitting in his fortress, and the people of Kibr, they think, this is my, death can't come to me, nobody can attack me, I'm guarded. So Abu Rafi' is telling him, what do you want? So when Abdullah ibn Atiq hears Abu Rafi', he goes and attacks him. But when he attacks him, it's pitch black, dark, he misses. And it's very stressful now, because he's one man inside this fortress. This is, something that he knows that he most likely will not make it back alive. Because you are alone, locked into a whole fortress that is only there to guard one man, and that's the man you're trying to kill. So he also has this anxiety, so he tries to go out of the room, and there's nobody here, this is his inside quarters. So then he thinks, I've come for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I have to feel, whether I die, whether I become shaheed, doesn't matter. This is the sacrifice for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he goes back in. Now look at his intelligence. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them intelligence. He didn't go back and try to yell. Instead, he said, I changed my voice. I changed my voice to make a different type of a voice. And I told him, Ma laka ya Aba Rafi'. Like I made this statement to Abu Rafi', like, why are you yelling? To pretend that I'm somebody else. And Abu Rafi' thinks that one of my guards is here. He hears a different voice, and he starts yelling. He goes, this man tried to attack me. Where are you guys, man? Man, destruction beyond you. Like he's yelling at them. You know, like, you guys, somebody attacked me and you're not even here. And now he can hear him yelling. He gets close to him, pitch black. But he gets close to him. He takes his sword, leans on top of him, puts him through his stomach. He says, Abu Rafi' in some of the narrations, he says, I heard the crack of his bones and the pop of his stomach. And when I knew that he was dead, I got up. And he got up, he started to leave. Now subhanAllah, even with all this yelling, nobody has come. Why? Because sometimes the plans of kuffar that backfire. Well, maybe not sometimes, maybe every time. So what was the idea to have a room inside of a room inside of a room and have them all locked? But that actually prevented his voice from going out to where his guards were sleeping. And because they were partying till late night and drunk, they were all knocked out. So Abdullah bin Atiq, he fulfills his mission and he starts to go out. And when he's going out, now remember, this is not like, you know, where there's street lights and lamps. This is pitch black, dark, and it's not a place he knows. He's not used to the area. So when he goes out, he stumbles on a stair and breaks his leg. And subhanAllah, I mean, it's a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I mean, all of us are sitting here listening to this, and Allah knows best, but I doubt any one of us is really understanding what this great Sahabi, Abdullah bin Atiq, went through. Because this is not a movie. It's not like they're going to say, cut, and then everybody's going to go and do whatever. You are inside the lair of a man you just killed, and there are hundreds of guards, their whole job is just to kill you now. And now your leg's broken. So what are you going to do? Any one of us, and Allah knows best, but at least me, I would be like, I gotta get out of here. My leg is broken, I've done what imagine the pain, you crack your leg. But Abdullah bin Atiq, he's a Sahabi, radiallahu anhu. The Sahaba, we love them. Why? Allah chose them. It's not an accident that somebody's a Sahabi. Allah chose Abu Bakr and Umar and Uthman and Ali and Hassan and Hussein, radiallahu anhum ajma'in. Allah chose them because who they were. So this Sahabi, Abdullah bin Atiq, radiallahu anhu, what does he do? He takes off his imama. His imama. You know what imama? The turban. Imama is a practical clothing. It's something you can use. You know, sometimes our dress now, it's more fancy than anything else. We're just trying to keep everything, we're worried about making sure that we look good. But the Arab, their dress was practical. The imama is very practical. He takes the imama and he ties up his leg. He makes it into like a cast or a bandage. He ties it up and then he waits. He doesn't try to escape. He doesn't care about his own life. But he says, I want to wait till I hear the announcement of his death. SubhanAllah, inside the castle. Imagine that. Because in the times of Jahiliyyah, what the Arab would do, and even though they're Yahud, but they used to live with those adat, when somebody famous would die, announcements would go out. And that's why the Sharia, according to all of the madahib, they don't allow announcements for the death of people. You can announce it in a masjid, as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did. Like for the people that are in the masjid, if you let them know there's a janazah, nothing wrong with that. But in some of the countries nowadays, when somebody dies, they get loudspeakers and they get cars going through the streets, announcing janazah and putting posters. And we look at the fatwa of ulama, they disapproved of this. And this is from the things of Jahiliyyah. So here, now, he's waiting till daylight, till the sunlight comes. And when the guards find him dead, and they start to make announcement of his death, when he hears that he has fulfilled his mission, then and only then does he start to go out. Now everybody's looking for him, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects him. And his 4 other sahab, they're outside. Those companions are outside. They meet up and they go, and now there's crazy panic throughout Khaybar to find the killers of Abu Rafi', who was the richest of them. And they're looking for him, and these Sahaba, they're going, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects them. Even there's a long narration about it, but because of some of the weaknesses in it, I've left out those things. But when they get out to where they are past the area of Khaybar, and they start to get close to Medina. Now Abdullah bin Atiq, he's making this whole trip with a broken leg. And you know, may Allah protect us all, but those of you that have broken your leg, not just sprained it, broken. It's very painful to step on it. There's no anesthesia, he doesn't have Tylenol or Motrin or Vicodin or anything, Valium. He's there taking that pain. And between Khaybar and Medina, and looking in different old maps. And that's one of the problems some of our brothers, what they do, is they go look up Google Maps. But the way Medina is today and Khaybar and this, it's not like the old days. The old Medina would fit only in the center of what is Medina today. The old Makkah would fit in where, you know, the central Haram and those hotels, that would be all of Medina in the old days. So looking at the earlier maps, I found that between Khaybar and Medina was about 170 kilometers, which would be about 105 miles, about. So they made this trip on foot while being chased in stress, 105 miles with Abdullah bin Atiq with a broken foot. But when he gets to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and the news comes to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam about the death of this zalim, this oppressor, this war criminal, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he makes a takbir, Allahu Akbar. And the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, they make takbir with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And at the death of the dhullam and the kuffar and those that harm the women and children, the Muslims should be happy. Here Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he calls Abdullah ibn Atiq to him. And he sits him down. And he puts his leg with him. And he puts pressure on it. And he makes the dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the ruqya of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam cures his leg. Abdullah ibn Atiq, in the hadith, he narrates himself. He says that I got up and I put my foot down and it was as if it had never been broken. But no, better than that, it was better than before. And he starts to walk on it without pain. Al-Bayhaqi, in his Dalal al-Nabuwa, he mentions this as one of the miracles of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I mentioned that we have 3,000 miracles of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that we'll cover in these durus. And those of you that are following, you can mark them. I'm not going to number them for you, let you work a little bit. There's videos for you to watch if you miss some. And this is one of the miracles of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now today, you know, when your leg is broken, you go somewhere and they have to do all this, and you know, even with surgery and physical therapy and this, even with the best of all medical technology, it takes a long time for you to get back to the way you were. But Abdullah ibn Atiq says that when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made that ruqya on me, I was better than even when before my leg was broken, instantly. So here, after this, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam continues to deal with those who are behind Khandaq, the people who are instigators, those that caused the problems. And here Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam brings Muhammad ibn Maslama. Muhammad ibn Maslama, subhanallah, we spoke about him many times in these durus. And he's such a sahabi, such a great companion of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Umar ibn Khattab, you know Umar ibn Khattab? Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu used to say that Muhammad bin Maslama is enough for 1,000 men. 1,000 men on one side and Muhammad bin Maslama on the other side. And this is why I tell you, Ikhwan Fillah, it's not about numbers, it's about quality. The Sahaba, they understood this. They weren't just worried about how many we have. They worried about what was the quality of what we have. And that's why one man would be worth 1,000. And even in our amal, it's the same thing. You can make 100 rak'ah, 100 units of prayer, and it will not be worth 2 rak'ah of somebody else. Because of the weight of their amal, the weight of their ikhlas, the weight of their obedience to the sunnah, the weight of their khushu'. And that's why you should look at quality, not quantity. So here, Muhammad bin Maslama, he's called by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he's given 30 mujahideen. 30 of the Sahaba radiyallahu anhum are sent with him. And this is again, as we mentioned, an authentic hadith. Parts of it you will find in Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. The longer narrations you will find with Ibn Hisham, Ibn Ishaq and others. Ibn Kathir is also mentioned. And he sends them to Banu Abi Bakr ibn Kilab. Banu Abi Bakr was a qabila, and this was one of the tribes that was instrumental in gathering the other Arab tribes to attack Medina. Now what's happening here is there were 10,000 who attacked Medina, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam let many of them go. And there were those, for example, from Banu Nadir and Banu Qurayza that were let go. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was not attacking all of them, but those that were the instigators of the problem, those that fueled the fire in the hearts of men to attack women and children in Medina and these kinds of things, those are the people that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is sending these squads of assassins after to teach a lesson, to bring peace to the land. So here Muhammad bin Maslama is sent with 30 Sahaba, only 30 Sahaba. And he's sent out to Banu Abi Bakr ibn Kilab, Abu Bakr ibn Kilab, not Abu Bakr Siddiq, but Abu Bakr ibn Kilab was a man, and from his name, this Qabila is mentioned. And the area or the place, it's called Al-Qurata. Qurata is the area. When this attack goes, Banu Abi Bakr is a whole Qabila, and they have alliances with all the tribes around them. So they are much more in number. Ulama gave different numbers of them because they weren't like an organized army. It's difficult. Some said thousands and some said others. But what we know from the Sahih Hadith is there were many more, and the Sahaba were only 30. But Muhammad bin Maslama, because as Umar says, he was one that was worthy of 1,000. When he went, all of them ran. They ran away. They didn't even stand and fight. They ran away. And the Muslims were victorious, and the lesson was taught. And even though they didn't chase them to kill them, they let them run, they let them live. But the lesson was taught that instigating war and problems and killing on earth will not be tolerated. And the ghanima from their camels and sheep and things was taken, and the Muslims victorious, they sent it back to Medina. On the way back, and now at this time, all of the Arab tribes were at war with Islam. There are few that have alliances, but everybody else in Khandaq had come together with the Quraish and with the Yahud to attack Medina. So it's open season on Muslims and on everybody at war. So on the way back, they find a man. And this man, Muhammad bin Maslama, doesn't know him, but he finds him armed. And because there is war going on, he takes him, but he doesn't kill him. In Islam, you can't just kill people as you wish, even in war. There's rules and regulations. So he doesn't kill him, but because he's armed, and there are attacks in Medina, and he is caught, they take him with them back to Medina. And they will bring him to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked them, do you know who he is? And Muhammad bin Maslama tells him, La adri wallahu a'lam. I don't know, and Allah knows best. So here Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam tells him, this is Thumama. Thumama ibn Uthal. He is a Sayyid from Ahlul Yamama. Not Yemen. Yamama was the area, and this is Banu Hanifa. This is the Qabila where Musaylim al-Kadhab came. Do we know who Musaylim al-Kadhab is? He was the false prophet. In the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when people saw the wahi coming, and they saw Islam growing, and they saw the strength of Islam, when they saw the real prophethood, many fake prophets came up, even women. There were women from Arab that claimed to get wahi. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He made clear the haqq from the batil. Those that were on false, like Musaylim al-Khandaq, if you actually go and read the so-called Quran that was being revealed to him, every one of you, I guarantee you will laugh. It's not even like those YouTube videos that guarantee to laugh. This is real. Because when you read what he writes, it is worse than childish. And even his own people, they told him, we know you're a liar. You know you're Khandaq, but a liar from our Qabila is more beloved to us than an honest man from the Quraish. And this is the sad state of ta'assub, of partisanship. That a liar from your own methodology becomes more beloved than the one you know who is truthful. So here we see that Thumama is a Sayyid from his qawm and a big person, and he has been captured now armed on his way to Madinah. Here Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, from his farasa, from his intelligence, his foresight, he realizes that this man was not here on a regular mission. He knew there was something going on. But at the same time, from his justice, he doesn't punish him. Instead, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ties him to a pillar in Masjid al-Nabawi. And he tells the Sahaba to treat him the best. Subhanallah, I was reading from some of the different narrations about how the Sahaba would go out of their way to serve him. He's a prisoner. He was on what is seemingly a mission against Islam, but he didn't get tortured. He didn't get waterboarded. He didn't get electrocuted. He didn't get hung and put wires on him. He didn't get, I'm sorry, it's not torture. What's it called? Friendly techniques or something. Subhanallah. If it's so fun, why don't you go do it at home yourself? So, these things are against Islam. Islam teaches adab, akhlaq. Islam teaches us adal and insaf and good treatment even of prisoners, even of enemies. Islam never tolerated dhulm. So this man, he's a prisoner, but he's treated with kindness. Sahaba make special soups for him and take it to him in the masjid. They make special drinks for him and they take him for him to drink so he can be at ease. And why is he tied in the masjid? Because in the masjid, he would see the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, he would see their akhlaq, he would see their salah, he would see their dua and their adhkar and halaqat of ilm to get affected by that. And there are some fiqh rulings that we can take from this as well. One of the fiqh rulings we can take is that it is permissible to have a kafir in the masjid. Like sometimes we have a program of da'wah. And we have kuffar we take to the masjid, and some people they get upset. How can you let a kafir go to the masjid? No, if somebody is in hayd or nifas or something, that's a different issue. But a kafir by itself, you can bring them in the masjid. Now, here, this man, he's in the masjid, he's kafir. He's najis. He doesn't make ghusl and all those things that we know. But here Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam allows him to be there for the da'wah. And as he's tied up, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he asks him, as mentioned in Bukhari and Riwayat Muslim as well, Ma indaka ya Thumama? What's with you? How is it going? So Thumama, he gives Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam 3 answers. He tells him that عندي خير ya Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Like, I'm good. But he tells him, if you kill me, I am from that dam, and I am from the people of blood. What does that mean? What does that mean? Everybody has blood. But what it meant, as Ibn Kathir, Ibn Hajar has explained, it means that I'm from the people that people will take revenge for my blood. And I'm a Sayyid in my qawm. Don't think you can kill me and get away with it. If you kill me, my people, they will attack. And as some of the ulama said, that Banu Hanifa had one of the strongest armies of that time. Some said even 100,000 fighting soldiers. Some said 30,000, but anyway. But amongst the Arab, they were a very strong force. So if you kill a Sayyid, a leader from Banu Hanifa, no doubt that they will come and take revenge. So he gives a threat. If you kill me, then revenge will be taken. If you let me go, you will find me shakiran. You will find me thankful. And if you want money, well, tell me how much you need and my people will give you. Because he was rich, he was strong, he was intelligent, and he was loved by his people. So he gives these three options. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam doesn't answer. You know, subhanallah, today, and this is advice to our brothers doing da'wah. You're out in da'wah, somebody will attack you. They will speak back to you. Don't attack them back. Stand firm on your religion, don't get scared either. But don't get into this, you know, if they curse you and you curse them, why? This lowers you. Have you ever seen a dog barking at somebody? Have you ever seen a dog barking? You ever seen a dog bark? Never in your life? You've seen a dog bark, right? Somebody's walking and the dog's barking. Who's the fool, the dog or the person? The dog. Have you ever seen somebody bark back at the dog? And if you see somebody barking at a dog, a human being barking at a dog, who's the fool? The guy. Why are you barking? It's a dog. Right? So if somebody wants to bark, let him bark. Do your thing. So if they bark, don't bite. So here, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam doesn't tell him, what do you mean? Do you think we want money? No, just leaves him. Next, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam asks him the same question, but now he's getting affected by Islam. He's getting affected by seeing the masjid. He's getting affected by seeing the environment. So he changes his answer. And he brings up the option of letting him go and takes the threat of taking revenge down. And after the third time of this, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam doesn't take anything from him. Doesn't kill him. Doesn't want money from him. Nothing. Just lets him go. By seeing that he took that effect of Iman, that's all the Prophet ﷺ wanted. The Prophet ﷺ never wanted money. He didn't want status. He didn't say, you know, Banu Hanifa have to give us this and that. No. He lets him have that environment. And it's sad that our masajid aren't like that today. Today, you bring somebody, tie them to a wall, they're going to come back crazier from before. But this is Masjid al-Nabawi. This is the environment, the biyah of the Sahaba radiallahu anhu. So he sees this effect, he lets him go. Now what does Thumama do? He gets untied, they let him go. He doesn't become a Muslim. Instead, he goes out. And he goes away from Masjid Nabawi. He's free now. No pressure, nothing. And then he goes, he performed the ghusl. When he performed the ghusl, he comes back to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and now, as a free man, without any pressure, he takes the shahada. Subhanallah. He could have done it right when they opened him, but people thought he could have done it while he was tied up. But then it would have been under pressure. And Islam is something you can't force. You can't put a gun to somebody's head and become Muslim. No. Because then it wouldn't be from their heart. Islam is something you have to feel in the heart, you have to announce on your tongue, you have to bring into your action, into your body. So here, Thumama radiallahu anhu, he goes. There are fiqh rulings here as well. One of them, that we see the obligation of a person becoming Muslim having to perform ghusl. That even the people that weren't Muslim, they realized, because there is najasa on their body. You know, the Muslim, we have ahkam. When you're junub, after hayd, after nifas, you know, these times you have to perform ghusl. The kuffar, they don't have this. So they have a physical najasa. So when they become Muslim, their shahada cleans the najasa of the heart. So that's why it's wajib for them to also perform ghusl to clean the najasa of the body. So here he cleans this najasa and he goes to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and he tells him, Wallahi, ma kana ala al-ard wajhun ab'ada ilayya min wajhaka. That wallahi, there was no face on the face of this earth more hated by me than yours. فَقَدْ أصبح ووجهك أحب إلي من وجوه الأرض. Subhanallah. He says there was no face on the face of the earth that I hated to see more than your face, but now Allah has made it that there is no face on the face of the earth more beloved to me than yours. And he tells him there was no religion on the face of the earth more hated to me than your religion, yani Islam. And now, wallahi, it is the most loved religion to me on the face of the earth. And there was no land that was more hated to me than your land. And now, wallahi, there is no land more beloved to me than your land. Subhanallah. Look at the entering into Islam of those people. This is why the Sahaba were successful. They entered Islam wholeheartedly. They didn't say we'll become Muslim, but we don't want any of that Arab culture stuff. We have our own Persian culture. They didn't say we'll become Muslim, but we're Arumu first. They didn't say we'll become Muslim, but our country is still more beautiful, it's better, our culture is better, our food is... No! They weren't tied up with those things. They said the most beloved land to us now is the land of Islam. And that's why for us to love the Haramain, for us to love Masjid al-Aqsa, this is from our Iman. It's not because of our tribe or land, it's because of our Islam. For us to love what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam loved, for us to love those that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam loved from Ahlul Bayt and from the Ashab, it's from our Iman. And this Sahabi, Thumama radiallahu anhu, he becomes a Muslim. And he tells the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as mentioned in the Sahih Hadith. This is the authentic narration. I told you there are many narrations that have weaknesses and longer. I've left those. I'm only relying on that which I found to be authentic. He tells Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that I came here with two intentions. He's honest. One, to kill you. Subhanallah. See, when you read this, sometimes you're like, why did Muhammad bin Maslama take him? Why did Rasulullah tie him? But then, when you see the rest, you realize the hikmah. This man was on a mission to kill the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And as Ibn Sa'ad and others have mentioned, he even showed the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam his sword. And he showed the poison that he had dipped on it. And he said, I dipped this on orders of Musaylim al-Khandaq, who told me to go perform the Umrah, which was his second niyyah. To perform Umrah, and then to go and kill the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he said to the Prophet ﷺ that honestly, I came here on two things. One, to perform Umrah, and second, to kill you. And I came with my sword poison. So it would be one hit, and the poison would go in your body, and you would be finished. And he said, now, my sword is at your service. And I ask you the fiqh ruling. Like he didn't say fiqh, I'm trying to explain. But I ask you the ruling, should I still perform the Umrah or not? And this is very important ruling in fiqh for us today. Even if you make a batil niyyah, if you change it, you still do that good deed. You know what happens? Somebody wants to give sadaqah. And they have riyah, or showing off in their heart. In their heart, they want to give sadaqah just to show off. So they take out that checkbook or the pen in front of people. They're like, I'm going to give this. And then they realize I'm showing off. So what should they do? Not give it. No, this is another trick of shaitan. Now they should change the niyyah, but still do the good deed. Somebody wants to go for Hajj for a bad intention, change the niyyah, but still perform Hajj. Don't do it for show, and don't not do it. This is the tricks of shaitan. So here, now, Thumama radiallahu anhu, he asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I came out with this niyyah, but I wanted to make Umrah with the niyyah of jahiliyah, of ignorance. What should I do? The Prophet ﷺ tells him, go and perform the Umrah. Go and do the good deed. But then he shows him the right way to do it. And he shows them how to say labbaik and how not to add anything to it. So now, Thumama radiallahu anhu, he goes to Makkah. The Quraish don't realize he's a Muslim. The Quraysh, they don't know this news. So when they see him, Thamama, Sayyid, Ahlul Yamana, they see him from Banu Hanifa, from a very strong tribe, they make a crown for him. The people of dunya, this is how they are. If you're a rich guy, they want to make a crown for you. If you're a great person, but you don't have that, good as, then they don't care. So here, when he comes, the Quraysh, they greet him and they bring him, and they're at a time where they're in trouble, so they want his help, and they're feeding him and they're giving him, and they're like, make tawaf. So he starts to perform the tawaf. He starts to perform the tawaf. And he's saying, Labbaik, Allahumma labbaik, labbaik, la sharika laka labbaik. It's like we do. But the Quraysh, they used to add a wording to it. They used to say, Labbaik, la sharika laka labbaik. They would say there is no sharik. Illa sharikan, wa huwa laka tamlika, wa huwa ma malaka. They used to say that there is no sharik illa, except the sharik that is under your control, that is under your mamlaka, that by your will you have set up shuraka. This is a very important point in Aqidah for us. Many of our brothers and sisters in Islam, they have fallen prey to shirk, not knowing it. They go to a grave and they tell the person in the grave that I want this and I want that. And when you tell them, Akhi, you cannot be asking from the dead in the grave, you have to ask from Allah. They say, no. They're only a tawassul for us, only a means for us to get to Allah. We're not saying that they have their own power. We had debates here, and we had this discussion that went on. We talked about somebody saying, yeah, Ali gave us, and then we said, no, we don't mean that Ali independently gives. Well, the Quraysh didn't say that Uzza and Lat independently give. They believed in Allah. Look at them, they're performing tawaf and hajj, the Bayt of Allah. They're mentioning the name of Allah. They're even saying, La sharika laka. But the only addition is they're saying, well, there are some who are given authority by your will, Allah. And their qutubs and their calendars, and then as we say today, the Muslim Ummah, I'm not saying the Quraysh, but today, many of the misguided sects, may Allah guide us all, they say there is qutubs. And what is it? The one qutub, he's in charge of rain. And one qutub, he controls giving babies. And one qutub, maybe he's a stork, I don't know. Anyway, one qutub, one calendar, he has in charge over mountains and this. SubhanAllah, where did you get all this from? So this is the same shirk that the Quraysh used to make. May Allah protect us all. And that's when you make dua to Allah. Allah hears everything. You're making dua to somebody dead in a grave that may not even know their own condition, let alone listen to you. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one you're leaving the dua directly to Allah, and Allah hears everything. So here, when the Quraysh hear this, they realize he's become Wahhabi. So when the Quraysh, they hear this, they said, you changed your religion. What happened to you? So he said, I've not changed my religion. I have found the true religion. And that's what we say. Sometimes when you want to follow Tawheed, somebody's like, have you become Wahhabi? I don't know what a Wahhabi is. I'm a Muslim. That's good enough for me. I follow the religion of Islam as in the Quran, as shown to us by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with respect and honor for all the A'imma, al-Arba'a and Akthar minhum, with love and respect for those ulama, their ijtihad and their methodologies. This is Islam to us. Now, I only call myself a Muslim. You can call me anything you like. I don't really care. So here's the same thing. He's telling them, look, just because I'm not making shirk doesn't mean that I've changed my religion. I've found the truth. And this is something you can test yourself. If you want to know who your real friends are, follow Islam and you'll find out. Somebody will love you. They will respect you. They will honor you. They will give you gifts and money. But the day you tell them what you're doing is bid'ah, what you're doing is wrong, in the Quran it says this, in the Sunnah, you go to Sunnah Masjid, all you gotta do, find out when you're making ruku, make it after the day, you'll find out. Just say Ameen Bilja, see what happens. And you will find out that the most beloved from you now, okay, there is no hadith for this. Didn't Imam Shafi'i and Ahmad and Malik and others, they didn't accept these opinions. Then there are Ahnaf, why the fight? But this is what happens. And this is what happened to him when they saw this. All that ikram finished. They tied him up. All that love and respect and feeding, no more. Now they've tied him up. Why? He's not from their tribe, they have no authority, but they tie him up. They make dhulm on him. But Thamama, he's intelligent. He tells them that, look, if you do this to me, don't think there won't be retaliation. Because I will tell my people to stop sending you wheat. Because in Makkah you couldn't grow wheat. Even in Madinah they mostly grew like dates and stuff. So wheat for bread used to come from Yaman. It was a fertile land. So the Quraysh were dependent on that to eat bread, food. So he told them, if you do this to me, I will stop them from sending you wheat, you will be the one in need. And the people of dunya, when you challenge their dunya, they get afraid. That boycott comes, they're worried. Denmark's not making cartoons anymore. They're buy our milk products. So when this thing happened, the Quraysh, now they let him go. In some of the weaker narrations that we find in the books of Tariq, he even told them that I will not allow my people to trade with you until you ask Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and he orders me. Look at the izzah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives to the mu'min and the dhillah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives to the kafir. These Quraysh, these kuffar, mushrikeen, they have this hatred for Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, but now they have to go and beg the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam to allow the wheat to come to them. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he allowed it, and this shows the mercy of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He could have told them, no, it's done, it's boycotted. And you are at my will now. Give us this, give us that, but no. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, through his mercy and his gentleness, he allowed it. And at this juncture, inshallah ta'ala, we will stop. We want to go into Hudaybiyah and Fath al-Makkah, but wallahi, I see many of the brothers studying the Seerah and not knowing these incidents, which are mentioned in Sahih Hadith. So we want to make sure we fulfill the right of the Seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So at this point, inshallah, we'll end. Jazakumullahu khairan.